Mystery will often just say hi. Remember, if the girl's giving him proximity, she's already interested. So he doesn't have to come up with some great opener. He just has to give her an excuse to hook on. He turns over his shoulder. Hi. Then he looks away. Then he looks back. So who are you? That's actually A3. He's qualifying her. You know, he's actually giving her hoops to see if she'll jump into his hoops. We're going to talk about that much more later. But what he's doing is testing here. Hi. He looks away. That's microcalibration there. Looks, says something, indicates a little interest. Then looks away, indicate disinterest to balance that out. Now you have to calibrate your interest by throwing in disinterest. Then he looks back at her again. He says, so who are you? And he's giving her a hoop. If she takes the bait, she jumps. She says, I'm Sandy. Who are you? And he says, I'm Mystery. Let me see your hands. Right? Notice he's already compliance testing. He's already compliance testing. So easy to open if she's already interested. Why is she already interested if she hasn't talked to him? You know, what is it about him that has caused interest? Well, likely it's because he's been gaming the room. He's peacocked. He looks very rock star. He's been talking to all these different people. He's probably been locked in up against the wall with a girl up on him once or twice. Like he seems like he has things going on. The girls naturally end up standing in a circle around him. And I have this happen too. I'll be in the bar with my friends. I'll have some girls. I'll be having a good time, laughing, dancing, telling jokes, partying with each other. And girls will just seem to pop up nearby, like mushrooms. They sort of pop up on the perimeter, 5 feet away, 10 feet away. It seems to be a big crowd of girls around where I am. And they're very easy to open. I'll turn, hey, how's it going? I'm Chris. I didn't use some community opener. I didn't use some opinion opener. I already had proximity. She's already interested. She may not even know it. She may not be consciously aware that she was giving me proximity. But she's still receptive when I open her. I want to come off like the center of attention, like the fun, cool place in the club is me. Okay? A lot of guys, they're looking around the bar, they're holding their drink, they're like, where's the hot chicks, where's the cool people, you know, where's the fun going on? Hell, the fun is right here where I am, motherfucker. Okay? What are these little events that go off in the club that people look? The eye is drawn to light. The eye is drawn to motion. The eye is drawn to value. Okay? I'll say it again. The eye is drawn to light. The eye is drawn to motion. And the eye is drawn to value. So when a dirty beggar walks by, does everyone stare and look? Probably not. But when Angelina Jolie walks by, everyone stares. The eye is drawn to value. Okay? Similarly, the eye is drawn to light. Let's say that a camera flash goes off. Everyone looks over that direction for a second. Okay? So I want to make sure when that camera flash goes off that I'm not standing there by myself. I don't want to have a big empty space and I'm standing there by myself holding my drink to my chest and someone snaps a picture of me. And right in that moment, everyone in the bar turns and they look at me and they see me standing there by myself holding a drink to my chest. Okay, that's not what I want. What I want is two hot girls. I want a girl on either side of me giggling and touching my chest, and right then the camera goes off, the flash occurs, everyone turns and looks for a split second, and they see me laughing and smiling with two smiling, laughing girls touching my chest. Okay? I take a girl's hand and I say, oh, do you know how to dance the salsa? Well, let me show you. Let me see your hands. All right, move this foot forward. This foot goes back. Now back to the middle. Now my foot goes back. Your foot goes forward. Now back to the middle. Now add your hips into it. Very good. Good girl. Good job. Right? Right when I'm doing that, there's motion. The eye is drawn to motion. People around, girls around, will turn and look. And they'll see me with some cute girl, and she's laughing and dancing and having fun with me. Okay? What's going on here is I'm illustrating the principle of being the observed instead of being the observer. In the bar, there's the observed and the observer. The observer is the guy standing against the wall holding a beer to his chest. The wallflowers, the death row. The big line of guys standing there by themselves with other guys leaning against the wall. looking around for what's going on, what's the cool stuff. But the observed, those are the people who are in the moment. They're having fun, they're with their friends, they're talking to this girl, they push her off, they talk to this girl, give her a hug, have a sip of their drink. Hey everybody, let's take a picture, show this girl a dance move, right? Say something and everyone erupts with laughter. People around turn and look. They see me surrounded by laughing people. All these little events are going on in the club. The camera flash goes off. Two girls start shrieking and clapping their hands. Okay? I put two girls on my arm and walk in a little circle with them. Okay? Anytime that lights flash, or there's motion, or there's a loud noise, people were going to look, and they're going to see me having a good time, and all my friends having a good time, and all my girls having a good time. I'm the observed, not the observer. I'm the life of the party. That's what you want to be in the bar. Now when you approach a set, I want you to approach it in a circle. You don't want to come head on, like this. It's scary. It's creepy. Puts people on guard. And you don't want to come straight up from behind people either. It's better to come from a 45-degree angle, like this. Notice I'm already circling out. I'm walking in a circle. So I'll do it again. I walk towards the girls, and right as I go to open the set, I'm already turning away because I'm walking in a circle. Okay? So it looks like I'm coming in about a 45-degree angle. I'm circling in. Now here's what happens. When someone starts walking along a circle, okay, you imagine that circle is painted on the floor. As I'm walking along the circle, people can see my movement is going along a circle, and so they start to plot my trajectory ahead into time. Okay? I haven't finished walking around that circle yet, but they can already see that I'm going to. They can already see that I'm on my way around that circle. Okay? So when I come and approach a girl, when I circle towards the girl, by the time I get up to where I'm actually going to run an opener on her, I've already started circling away. Okay? When I open her, she doesn't feel like I'm coming in. She feels like I'm moving away. And then she says something back, and I'm like, oh, what? Huh? I get hooked. Do a disqualifier, body rocking here. I say something else. Come back in, do a compliance test, push off. I got to get back to my friends. But oh, you know what else this reminds me of? Check this out. Okay? Notice what I'm doing. I'm approaching at a 45-degree angle. I'm very non-threatening. And my body language is such that by the time I'm starting to talk to her and run my opener, she already feels like I'm on my way out. I'm already on this trajectory, circling back out. Then I get hooked by something. Oh, that's interesting. You're from Poland. Okay? Whatever it is. Something that justifies my interest. I'm going to throw out some drama or some intrigue. I'm going to use a false time constraint. Throw out a funny little story. Do a little disqualifier. I'll be playful. It'll just be fun and carefree, in a good mood. Whatever. Now, I want to give you guys a couple of conversational tricks that you can use when you first get into set. A lot of guys, they have trouble with canned material at first because they have to memorize it. Okay, I got to memorize this routine, I got to memorize that routine, and I got to go out tonight and try and use these routines. And I want to give you at least a couple tricks that you can use that don't require memorization. So what I want to do now is I want to give you guys a couple of conversational tricks that you can use now to get good responses without having to memorize some routine. You know, I know that you got to memorize some long routine and you got to practice it over and over again. And in the meantime, what do I say? So what can I use tonight that I can go out right now without having to memorize anything, and I can immediately spice up my conversation and create attraction and be fun and interesting and always have something to say? There's a couple tricks I want to teach you. Okay, one of them is the question into statement trick, and the other one is role playing. So we'll start with the question into statement. Now remember how we've talked about the interview. The interview is a laundry list of boring questions that guys ask when they have nothing better to say. So, where are you from? What do you do? Do you have a boyfriend? What's your major? All that kind of crap. Girls have heard that over and over and over again. Okay? But what if, given that I know the interview is there inside your head, I know when your mind goes blank, the interview is going to pop into your head. It's going to happen. So given that I know that's going to happen, why not take it and do something useful with it? So what we'll do is we take that question and turn it into a statement. So for example, where are you from? Okay, my mind goes blank. I think, oh, so where are you from? Now I could say that, so where are you from? Okay, but instead, I take that and turn it into a statement instead of a question. I might say, you know what? You guys look like East Coast girls to me. They'd be like, why do you say that? Right? They're kind of giggling. They think it's fun. I say, I don't know. You got that look on your face, and you got those boots on. Looks like you mean business. You know, you're one of those professional Manhattan girls. You have that look to you. She starts giggling again. She says, no, actually, we're from the Midwest. We're from Arkansas. Or we're from Illinois or whatever. Okay? Now notice, even though I was wrong, it was still better than if I had asked, oh, so where are you from? Okay? The girls don't care if you're right or wrong. They don't care. The girls care if you're fun. That's it. Is he fun or not? I can walk up and give some logical description about how to repair an engine, and I'm perfectly right. But she doesn't care. She's not going to be like, that's not true. You know, the distributor cap doesn't work like that. You're wrong. She doesn't care. All she cares about is, was it fun? Was it fun? So when I say, you know what, you guys look like East Coast girls. They're like, why? I'm kind of putting them on the spot. Well, I don't know, you got that look in your face. You know, don't make me come down there. I'll pick you up by your puppy scruff. Okay? Even though I guessed wrong, it was still more fun than if I had just asked, so where are you from? And it allowed me to riff on it a little bit. I'm getting talkative, forcing myself to practice my creative energy. You know, if you don't sort of put yourself out there and force yourself to be creative, then you'll never get good at it. You're not practicing it. Okay? So why would I say, what's your name? When I could say, you know what? You look like a Rebecca to me. Well, why do you say that? I knew this girl 10 years ago, and she kind of had that same spring in her step like you. She moved similar to how the way you move. You just remind me of a Rebecca. No, actually, my name is Sarah. I'm like, oh, that's cool, whatever. But notice, it was still more fun than if I had just asked, well, what's your name? Okay? You will never run out of material if you just use this one simple trick. Every time you think to yourself a question, well, where are you from, well, what do you do, whatever, just turn that question into a statement. It doesn't matter if you're wrong. It only matters that it was fun. And it'll be different every time. It won't be canned. It won't be some canned routine. It'll be new and creative every time. Now here's another little trick that you can use. Role playing. What you want to do is, you want to make up some fun little bullshit story, some little adventure that the two of you can do together, and describe it to her. It should be very short. It should be obviously bullshit. Okay? For example, let's say that I told her, you know what? You know what I'm going to do with you? I'm going to take you and wrap you all up in bubble paper, bubble wrap. I'm going to put you in my suitcase. I'm going to fly you off to New York. I'm going to deck you all out in Tiffany so all the other girls can be jealous of you. And walk you down the street on my arm. And all these construction workers are going to catcall, but we don't care because we can do whatever we want. We're going to get on my private jet and fly all around the world. Okay? She can tell I'm just fucking around. I'm playing with her. Now, the more obvious it is that it's bullshit, the better it will work. The more funny it will be. Okay? If I say to her, you know what? You know what I'm going to do with you? I'm going to take you. We're going to fly off to the south of France. And we're both going to wear togas, and we're going to sell hot dogs on the beach. Okay? Now that's fun. When you use that routine, when you say that little piece, girls are going to laugh. It has to be delivered right. Playful, I don't really care, I'm just being fun. Okay? Girls are going to laugh. Now notice how it doesn't work if it comes off like I really mean it. If I say, you know what, I'm going to take you on an airplane, and we're going to fly to France, and we're going to have a nice candlelit dinner by the river. Okay? Now in that case, it looks like I actually mean it. I'm trying to be all romantic, which is weird. It puts this weird tension in the air, like I'm trying to get something. I'm trying to impress her and show her how romantic I am. It just kind of creeps her out and makes her be like, yeah, that's nice, you know? Okay? It's still validating to her. It pumps her ego. You know, it's like, a guy wants me, you know, well, cool, a guy wants me, I'm hot, right? But that doesn't make me attractive, right? It makes me look like a tryhard. So what I want to do is I want to lead her on a little bit. I want her to feel like that's what I'm doing. Like I'm saying, oh, I'm going to take you off to Paris. It's going to be so romantic. I want her to feel that for a little bit at first, and then I jerk it away. You know? Right when she thinks I'm trying to be all romantic, then she realizes, oh, wait a second, this is totally bullshit. He's bullshitting me. Okay? So you know what? I'm going to take you on my airplane, and we're going to fly off to Paris. We're going to go to the south of France. Then we're going to wear togas, and we're going to sell hot dogs on the beach together. It'll be our little fun party. Okay? So right when I said we're going to fly off to France, maybe she's buying it. You know, maybe she's thinking, oh, this is cool. This guy wants me. Yeah, I'm hot. And then right then I said, then we'll go down to the beach, and you can wear a nun outfit, and I'll wear a priest outfit, and we'll run around, and we'll make out in front of people just to freak them out. Okay? And she realizes, wait a second, this is obviously bullshit. Like, am I really going to get a priest outfit and a nun outfit and fly off to the south of France with her so I can run around on the beach and sell hot dogs and make out and freak people out and all this crap? She knows it's obviously bullshit. She knows I'm leading her on. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it funny. Now she can giggle. It was a fun little fantasy. And I move on to the next thing. What's another example of this? You know what? We're going to both shrink down to the size of a Barbie and Ken doll. We're going to go in that aquarium and swim around. We're going to find amazing new lands and have magical adventures. Okay? What's another way of making her feel like you're trying to get with her and then jerking it away, taking away that validation so she realizes you're just fucking with her? Okay? Here's another way of doing it. I'm just making this crap up, you know. So I say to her, you know what? Tonight, I'm going to take you home with me, back to my place. I've got a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids machine. Okay, right in that moment, when I pause, she realizes I'm fucking with her. Right in that moment, she bursts out laughing. And then I continue. I say, we're going to shrink down to the size of Barbie and Ken doll. We're going to go swimming through that aquarium, just you and me together. We're going to find amazing new places and have magical adventures. Okay? Isn't that interesting? You know what? Tonight, I'm going to take you back to my place. I'm going to take you up in the attic. I've got a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids machine. We're going to shrink down and go exploring new lands together. Right? Right in that moment, I'm acting all conspiratorial. I'm looking around. And she realizes I'm fucking with her. I have a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids machine. It's obviously bullshit. That's what makes it fun. Here's another example. Let's say there's two girls. I say, you know what? This, by the way, this is all classic community material. This is all like generic classic community material. I'm using it to illustrate the point. Stuff works great. So let's say there's two girls, and I look at them both, and I point to one. I say, you know what I would do with you? Okay? Notice how I'm crossing my arms. By crossing my arms, I'm conveying disinterest. I'm putting up a barrier. Okay? The reason is because I show interest with what I'm saying. You know what I'm going to do with you? I'm going to dress you up. I'm going to do this. It might seem a little too interested. So I want to calibrate the interest by indicating a little disinterest to balance it out. Okay, we're going to talk about this a lot more when we get into microcalibration. In microcalibration, I'm going to talk about how anytime you indicate interest, you want to balance it with a little disinterest. Anytime you indicate disinterest, you want to balance it with a little interest. Okay? So we'll get back to that. But right now, understand that when I say, you know what, I'm going to dress you up and I'm going to do this, it might seem a little too interested, so I'm calibrating it, showing a little disinterest to soften it. Okay? You might ask me, well, exactly how and when do I do this? The field will show you this through practice. When you do 1,000 sets, when you do 10,000 sets, you'll know exactly when to show a little disinterest and when to show a little interest. It will naturally come to you through practice. So say, you know what I would do with you? I'm going to dress you up in a red PVC devil costume with horns, bitch boots, and a push-up bra, and a trident. And you. Okay? The girls are feeling more and more anticipation. If I just blurt these lines out, you know, I'm going to dress you up in a devil suit with a push-up bra and bitch boots, right? I'm not allowing time for anticipation. I'm not allowing time for tension to build, which breaks with laughter. So I'm going to get fewer laughs. I want more tension resulting in bigger laughter, more laughter. That's why I use the pausing. You know what? I'm going to dress you up in a red PVC devil costume. Burst of laughter right there. Then I continue. You're going to have horns and bitch boots and a push-up bra and a pitchfork. And you. Okay, right when I say that, and you. The other girl starts giggling like, oh no, he's coming after me next. It's me, my turn. Right? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Right at that moment I say, and you. I'm going to dress you up in a fluffy little angel outfit with feathery little wings, a little fluffy halo. I'm going to put both of you guys on my arms. I'm going to parade you guys all around the bar so all the other girls can be jealous of you. Then whenever we have to make a decision, I'm going to let you guys fight over what's the most fun. And what's another example? One of my students came up with this one. He says, you know what I'm going to do with you? I'm going to dress you all up in black leather. I'm going to take you on my spaceship. And we're going to fly all around the galaxy, and you're going to be my space princess. Okay? Now notice, right at first, she probably buys it. You know, right when he says, you know, I'm going to dress you all up in black leather. At that point, she's kind of going with it. She's like, okay, let's hear what you want to do with your little sick fantasy, right? Then I say, I'm going to take you on my spaceship. Okay? The pause there. Boom. She realizes I'm fucking with her. The tension breaks with laughter. Because at first she's like, what, are you going to take me to your fetish ball or something? Right? She's like wondering what the fuck am I coming up with here. When I say I'm going to take you on my spaceship, she realizes he's just fucking with me. Now she feels stupid that her ego even got validated in the first place. So, you know, I'm going to take you on my spaceship. We're going to fly all around the galaxy, and we're going to sing Mickey Avalon together. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your booty on the dance floor, etc. I'm just vibing, whatever. I'm just having fun. Okay? The cool thing about role-playing is, again, all you have to do is make up some bullshit, funny little story that leads her on a little bit, and it's obviously bullshit, some short little adventure, and tell it to her. That's it. You can make up a new one every 5 minutes. You go out in the field and try an exercise where you make up a new one every single time you do a set. Try it for a week. Okay? By using the questioning to statement trick and by using the role playing, you'll be able to be interesting and fun without having to memorize routines. You'll be able to pump buying temperature. That's an emotional state. You'll be able to pump the emotional state. You'll be able to convey value. You'll always have something to say without having to memorize anything. And it's just a great couple of tricks to get you started for your first night. When you can go out and start using your openers, using your body language and your delivery, practice your false time constraints, your body rocking, and then have fun little interesting things to say in conversation to practice your creativity. And none of this involves any canned material.